Good morning, everybody, and welcome to What's Hot Now here at MarketStream.Live. My name is Joe Cusick from the Cusick Group, securities provided by MoneyBlock, and it is upside open. Futures right now are in the green. You're seeing the NASDAQ, the S&Ps, the Russell 2000, and the Dow Jones all slightly up on the open after a Cubs victory. 108 years. Who knew it would take that long? But this is nice action on the open after we saw the overnight hours. The major indices were slightly in the red, and so we saw some negative action going on. Basically, if you take a look at a handful of indicators, right, that give you some perspective, some transparency into what the market's thinking, you can look at the put-call ratio, you look at oscillators like the McLennan oscillator. I'm also taking a look at some advanced decline data that's come out. You're really looking at a market right now that could be considered oversold. There has been a lot of weakness this week with the headlines earlier because of the Clinton email situation, the changing in the polls, the Fed meeting, where we really didn't get any more information than what we already knew, which is there's a 70, almost 80% probability now that they're going to be raising rates in December. We're all waiting for the employment data and the November 8th election. That's what's on the forefront. That's what keeps the volatility in the market. But it looks like there are cash heavy institutions and retail investors that are looking for opportunities. Now, there have been a few opportunities in the last few sessions, but we want to keep our powder dry because of these binary events that are still on the forefront, including earnings. So right now you're going to have to take the trade day to day and watch the conditions. I want to stop from overtrading, and I also want to make sure that I'm not putting too much into any one strategy position or opportunity, especially for those of you that are looking for putting on hedges like in the volatility markets or buying puts. Be very careful of that. Vol is expensive, and you don't want to over-hedge or overestimate what the potential implications going, because we really just don't know what's going to happen. So keep it small. You're locking in your profits sooner rather than later, and that's how you want to address the trading going in until post-election. What we want to do is take a look at what's hot right now on the opening. As a matter of fact, I'm looking at some of the top stocks that are moving on the open. I'm looking at Intersect, ticker symbol XENT, up about 17.4% after really solid earnings as well as guidance. I'm seeing Katros Defense Security Solutions, KTOS is the ticker symbol, up about 10.3%. Qui-Gon, ticker symbol QGEN, up post-earnings about 9.9%. Marathon Oil, we talked about this yesterday and the day before. Marathon Oil, ticker symbol MRO, that's hot right now, up about 7%. We see oil also firming up today as well. And what's gapping down? Diplomat Pharmacy had disappointing earnings, ticker symbol DPLO, down about 33%. Fitbit, we talked about this in the closing bell last night as well as the Tech Talk. You can go back and review what we talked about there. But Fitbit came in, there was pricing of about a $1.50 move. It moved actually $4 after hours, 3 and some change. Stocks down about 29% on the open. So we're going to keep an eye on FIT Fitbit. PLPM, that's Planet Payment. They came in, they authorized a share repurchase. Stocks down about 21%. Earnings were not very solid, but again, they did authorize a share repurchase. Energy Recovery, down about 10%. That's ticker symbol ERRI. Wynn Resorts, taking a look at some casino names. We've been notating those in the Chinese markets. The casino and leisure names have been moving to the upside over the last week or so. The Macau data came out very positive earlier in the week and late last week. We want to continue to watch these names. Wynn Resorts was down about 5.2%, so there could be some weakness here in the States on those properties. WYNN is the ticker symbol. Facebook, we heard they had knocked it out of the park. Earnings were great. Revenues were off the charts. Want to listen a little bit more, read into a little bit more about what they're forecasting as far as their guidance. They said that they don't believe that their revenues will continue at the rate that they had this quarter. Bottom line is that Facebook is trading around 122 right now in the open, down about 4%. Credit Suisse came in. Their earnings and guidance not solid. CS is the ticker symbol. They're now down about 4.8%. And First Solar came out. Ticker symbol FSLR. This is one of those energy names that we want to keep an eye on. Alternative energies down about 4% on the open. Also, we want to take a look at what we discussed last night as far as the pre-market earnings announcements. We had Chesapeake Medical Properties, Level 3, Avon, Apache, and Charter Communications. Just taking a look at the market action right now, we have Chesapeake opening up about 6.7%. As a matter of fact, if I look at what we are estimating, the stock was, the options were pricing in the potential for the stock to move about $1.56. The stock currently right now is trading at, and I'm just taking a look at this right now, it's trading at $5.67, up about 36 cents. So it's a little bit overstated, but we're seeing that it's moving to the upside. They had some solid earnings. Taking a look at MPW, we're pricing in the potential move around 46 going into the earnings announcement. That's 46 cents. And currently right now, MPW is down about 6 cents at 12.14. We're going to see if volatility gets crushed in there as well. Level 3, ticker symbol LVLT. Right now I'm taking a look at it. Level 3 Communications is trading down about 6 cents at 52.99, up about 11 tenths of a percent. We were pricing in the potential for Level 3 to move about $1.45. That's what the options were pricing in. Let's see how that plays out for the rest of today. We're also taking a look at Avon Products. Came in, it's trading at $6.74, up about 33 cents or about 5%. Avon was pricing in the potential last night to move about 59 cents. So it's in line with its movement, about half. So you're seeing that implied volatility quite often will be overstated into these events. That's important to understand. Apache Corp. Apache Corp is currently trading down about 214 or around 3.6%. The options were pricing in the potential to move about $1.42 into this event. They've actually moved a couple bucks, so they're outside of that range. Let's see if Apache is starting to come under some pressure post the earnings. And then finally, we want to take a look at Charter Communications. Charter Communications, they were pricing in the potential to move about 10 bucks either up or down. Stock went out at 253. I'm actually going to take a look at Charter right now. And Charter Communications right now is trading up about 827 at around 261.78. So it is trading to the upside, a little bit less than the estimated move coming into the binary event, but still, it's showing you how options are pricing in potential future moves in the stock. This is something that you can use trading forward. Well, that's it for what's hot now here at MarketStream.Live. Stay tuned. We're going to have a ton of information on strategy now at 1:30 Eastern Time. Join us as we drill down what's happening at the midday, and we're also going to talk about what we should be setting up going into any earnings announcements, as well as what other action is happening now and the strategies that you should be focusing on at the lunchtime hour. All right, folks, that's it for the opening bell and what's hot now. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great day, and way to go, Cubs.